They told us this forest was cursed, a place where shadows clung to ancient trees and the air itself hummed with forgotten dread. But we laughed. 5 friends, chasing one last thrill before the mundane world swallowed us whole. Now, I'm the only one left. And the things I saw, the choices I made in those woods, they haunt my every waking moment. We were hiking through the Sierra Madre Mountains, deep within the Aurora province of the Philippines. It was supposed to be an escape, a final, glorious adventure. The jungle was a suffocating embrace of green, thick, and wild. No signals, no roads, just the oppressive silence broken only by the hum of unseen insects. Our guide, Ben, was a man of few words. He moved like a ghost through the undergrowth, his eyes constantly scanning, always watchful. He barely spoke to the others, but his gaze often found mine. At first, I found his quiet attention endearing. I even entertained the foolish thought that he might be drawn to me. How naive I was, how utterly blind to the true nature of his silent vigil. On the 3rd night, a chilling premonition settled over the camp. We were nearing the upper ridge trail when Derek, ever the Joker, pointed at the sky. The moon, a bloated, malevolent eye, hung full and heavy above us. "Full moon tonight, boys. Time to hunt werewolves," he howled, his voice echoing mockingly through the trees. We all laughed, a nervous, brittle sound, all except Ben. He froze, his body rigid, his eyes wide with a terror that seemed to claw its way from the very depths of his soul. "We need to stop. Right now," he rasped, his voice barely a whisper. "We shouldn't be here during a full moon." We thought he was joking, or perhaps just superstitious. Someone even howled back, mimicking his fear. But his face, it was a mask of pure, unadulterated dread. Later that night, Ben pulled me aside, his hands trembling as he clutched a small, intricately carved bottle. "Leah, drink this, please," he pleaded, his voice raw with desperation. "What is it?" I asked, my heart pounding with a sudden, inexplicable fear. "Pitna Kalulua," he whispered, his eyes darting into the surrounding darkness. "A tribal brew. It will protect you." I stared at him, utterly confused. From what? He wouldn't answer, only repeating, "It only works on women. On nights like this." I hesitated, the metallic scent of the liquid already reaching me. But the desperation in his eyes was undeniable. So, I drank it. It was horrible. A vile concoction, metallic and bitter, like blood and ash. "Ugh, it tastes like death," I choked out. He simply nodded, a grim satisfaction on his face. "Good." As we set up camp, a sickening discovery awaited us. Deep, fresh claw marks gouged into a tree trunk, as if something monstrous had raked its fury across the bark. Strands of thick, coarse black hair were tangled in the splinters. And then, the worst. What looked unmistakably like a human jawbone, half buried in the damp earth. We were creeped out, our earlier bravado replaced by a chilling unease. But drunk and tired, we tried to laugh it off. "Mountain dogs," someone muttered, a weak attempt at reassurance. Ben's face, however, was ashen. He scanned the shadows, his eyes wide, as if something was already watching us, waiting. It happened fast. 1 second we were talking, the next, a scream tore through the night. I turned, my blood freezing in my veins. Kara's hand, still adorned with her bracelet, flew through the air, severed. Her body was in the mouth of something massive, furred, fanged, impossible. A werewolf. I screamed, a primal sound of pure terror, and ran. I didn't look back. The others. I heard their screams, their desperate pleas, as they were torn apart in the darkness. I made it to a shallow cave, my body shaking uncontrollably. Tears streamed down my face, mingling with the blood on my hands. Blood that wasn't mine. Then I heard it. Heavy, deliberate footsteps approaching. A shadow filled the entrance, the creature ducking its massive head to enter. Its fur glistened red in the moonlight, its claws dripped with fresh gore, and its eyes glowed with an infernal yellow light. It dropped something at my feet. Kara's mangled body. I screamed, scrambling backward, pressing myself against the cold rock. But then, it didn't attack. It sniffed the air, its massive snout twitching. And suddenly, it started choking. A guttural howl of pain ripped from its throat. Its body convulsed, bones snapping and cracking, fur peeling away in grotesque strips, until it collapsed. And in its place lay Ben, naked, bleeding, shaking uncontrollably. He looked up at me, his voice a ragged whisper. "The drink, it worked. Your blood, it's poison to me now." Then I saw it, the necklace, a wolf fang, the same one I'd seen earlier still around his neck, the very same one the monster had worn. Ben was the werewolf, but he'd tried to protect me. He'd fallen for me. He'd tried to save me from himself. He turned to leave, his voice barely audible. "Go, please, never come back here." I stared at him, at the man who was both my protector and my nightmare. Then, slowly, deliberately, I walked behind him and stabbed him in the back. He gasped, a choked, wet sound, and collapsed. Dead. I left that mountain before sunrise, the taste of blood and ash still on my tongue. No one ever found the others, but I know what happened. I buried the fang necklace deep, hoping to bury the memory with it. But sometimes when the wind howls just right, I swear I hear him. His voice, a mournful whisper carried on the night air. I tried to save you. The forest remembers. The mountains hold their secrets. And I carry the weight of that night, a chilling reminder that some horrors can never truly be escaped. If you dare to venture into the wild, remember my story. Remember the whispers. Because some curses aren't just legends, they're living nightmares waiting to claim their next victim. Share this tale, if you dare, and let the world know the true cost of curiosity. But whatever you do, never, ever go into the woods when the moon is full.